Alright, hello everyone. Hello Pied, Lundy and Prox, thanks for getting in early. And indeed, the grind continues. That's the theme, that's where we're at. It's good fun. It's good fun. And glad you're here. Yeah, this is day 6 now. We've got a little counter up on the... I don't know if you can see it actually, but on the live split here, 47 attempts it thinks we've done. It's been counting away. But day 6, oh, you can see my mouse when I put it there anyway. Day 6, lots of runs that have been close. Lots of fun, frustrating moments. That's all part of it. So, what else to do other than get straight back into it? And hope that it all comes together this time. That's kind of the theme, isn't it? Doing the same thing over and over and over again. But that's why it's a grind. So here we are.
Neutralize communication center at op point Able.
And we immediately...
with mobile field base at op point Baker. Look out for these SRM.
Where are we? We immediately had trouble with the Alt-Tab. Little loading skip there. So let's try again.
Neutralize communication.
That's better.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems going. Fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
So yesterday we actually had a very promising... Well, a run that was very promising at the start. Right off the bat. Right off the get-go. Things sort of went to plan and then fell apart in a big way. In two major instances, both due to all the things that you don't expect to happen. You're not supposed to run into the APCs there. I'll say it's kind of his fault. I'm going in a straight line. And if you decide to park your little truck in front of 55 tons of Innisphere's finest, I feel like that's on you, probably. That's just my thinking anyway. There we go up the hill. So the reckless driver in that APC is probably going to cost us 2-3 seconds maybe. Not a whole lot. And then we'll push on and hope that that is it for bad luck. A lot of things that can go wrong, and if that's the worst, I'll be happy. There we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Not
Weapons
that one.
online. All systems
What button
nominal.
does that again? Hang on. Oh, that's... How on earth did I do that? I totally forgot which button makes the radar big. And accidentally alpha striked myself. Whoops, we'll call that a user error. What button makes the radar big? Shift R makes it. Shift R? I'm not sure. I messed up. It is Shift R. It's all just muscle memory for me. Thanks, 50k. Welcome along, by the way. It's Shift R, and I've accidentally done that, and when I wasn't expecting it, and spooked myself.
Center at op point Able. Rendezvous with mobile field base at.
And another instance where it's not doing us any favors. Right, hopefully we're getting it out of the system now. This is not ideal, but it hardly matters.
Objectives: neutralize communication.
It's those little annoying things that get to me.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Bad playing I can deal with.
Single fire engaged.
When the game does things that you just don't expect at all,
Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
that's what throws me off. But there's always going to be plenty of that.
We've got movement
In any game
all
really,
around
but
the
especially in a
location.
speedrun.
Don't waste any time
Especially
getting here.
when we are going through over and over as we do. Where is he? There he is. Thankfully the APCs are looking after themselves, not having, or having a degree of self-preservation that they were not in the previous attempts. So that's not a worry.
That plan radio chatter takes crippled. But definitely something about explosive charges. Watch your step.
Primary objective complete.
Sounds like the local net is down. Hauling explosives. We missed that one. Sorry. We are proceeding on mission. Contact when able.
There we are. Now, it was Herbie was actually talking about these AC-10 shots. And this reminds me, Herbie, if you're watching this at any point, I used the reticule as a little bit of a guide. So I put it on the edge, or about the edge,
Primary
and that
objective complete.
helps me roughly estimate how much leading I need to do on that AC-10 shot. Really cool. I wish that there was more opportunities to use that, but AC-10 unfortunately just not really the weapon of choice.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Right, this is the bogey mission, it seems. Really slow. These two got stuck with the mech. You can kind of see them on the map if they... We got one. That's good. One is good. Trying a little bit of a slightly different approach. Just to try and get it all done early. Oh, we missed this guy. Shouldn't matter. There we go.
Targeting.
Now, I'm not really sure if that's going to help us out or not. It's only something I've started doing very
Primary
recently,
objective complete.
as in just in the last couple of days. The idea is to try and make sure that we get all of those APCs in a relatively quick time. So it should be all good from here. There we are.
Good job, Lance Leader.
123. Yeah, that'll do. More than good enough. Under 130, I'm happy with.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Roger that, Lance Leader.
Mech power
Transferring now.
detected.
So far so good, but of course still very early days.
Commander Freya, as you are dealing with this situation, Queen Egg
And of course we need to see
I am pulling warriors from
how
the
the
plains.
RNG
We
plays
will
out
cut
for
off
us.
their retreat.
with that little guy. We'll know in about 3 minutes' time. The run yesterday, I did get a run in, but it ended up having a few major issues. But that actually went ahead with getting the Firefly on our second, at the second opportunity. So yesterday I didn't actually salvage the Firefly here, it was in 2 missions time.
Primary objective complete.
So this doesn't stop the run completely, but it is ideal.
Primary objective.
Actually, no, thinking about it,
Single fire
getting the
engaged.
Firefly now versus not is a time difference of 8 to 10 seconds. Which is purely in the next mission, for mission 1. So if we get it, great. We know the run's on, and we've done the best possible time for Op 1. If we don't get it,
Let's see how good
doesn't
this
mean the
road
run's over.
truly is.
But I'd rather be safe. I'd rather know that I have it and save time in the process anyway. So we will see how it plays out and know more shortly.
Leaving mission area. Targeting. Targeting.
Alright. That's that job done.
Leaving mission area. Leaving
Puppies are
mission
play
area.
fighting over there. Having a great time. Hopefully not getting up to destruction. They lost their inside privileges recently, for when we're not home.
We got problems.
By getting up to too much mischief and destroying too many things. So now you're outside when we're not here. Now what's happening with our MFBs? Ah, they're through. They're fine. Just having to carry on the radio. There they are.
Targeting.
I was about to say maybe a touch slow, but no, we're quick. It's still only 3:18 at the moment. Yeah, that's good enough.
Bad news,
No
Lancer.
Firefly though, but as we said, we'll push on. This will cost us 10 seconds.
Primary objective complete. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Will cost 10 seconds. And move the salvage luck requirement down the road to the next mission. Because we don't have a workaround for that, unfortunately.
Mech power-up detected.
Two enemies sighted, Star Captain Fury.
Primary objective complete.
It was Eric that suggested I use the zoom targeting more often, and it is a big help, so thanks for that, Eric, if you're watching. It does make things easier.
Before we move,
So there's our 8-second time loss. That's alright, at least we know we're getting what we expected.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
So let's try our
All
luck here.
systems nominal. Mask engaged.
If you say so.
Linked fire
all
engaged.
field base ready to roll, Lance Leader.
Damocles 1, you have the lead.
Mech power-up detected. Primary objective single fire engaged. Quite the mess.
Alright, it's you that we want. Planet Gamma.
Caution, Lance Leader. They're close.
Let's go.
I have an intermittent signal. Linked
Job
fire
done.
engaged.
Well,
Detected.
except the salvaging part.
Detected.
Targets. Multiple targets, our location. Snitch.
And the sweeping shots, that's another
Single fire
suggestion
engaged.
from the
Prepare
chat. That was
fire
Herbie
engaged.
who brought that up. The lasers,
Linked fire engaged.
the beam actually stays on for a short period of time, and you can move it, and it still does damage. Really helps for the elementals. Might be a bit tricky for some of the other things.
I have arrived. Release to engage.
Commander is riding that floor. We have an opportunity
Linked
here.
fire
There you
engaged.
go, come on. Job done.
Mask engaged.
Nice work. That
Let's
should
get
make
out
our
of here.
job easier.
Where have I heard that before?
There's that Owens. He gave us a good laugh a couple of days ago.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
There we are. And I use that. I think I based. Ooh, look at that. To concentrate on the job.
Damn,
which is nearly done. Come on, quickly, quickly.
Mission.
There we are.
2 more contacts.
Sadly, no Firefly, so that's a dead run.
And Keith Andrew from our
Oh well, there's been a bit of that. I was going to say that I think I might actually use, or subconsciously use, I'm not sure, but that sweeping technique for... Start the timer, come on. For taking out the legs of enemies. When there's a mech that's running perpendicular, so across the screen, just aiming, especially if they're running, the burn duration, that, I don't know, if I said tenths of seconds or whatever it is, that the beam is there. If the legs are then moving and they pass through the beam, you destroy the legs. So it's actually a lot easier, well, in some cases it can actually be a lot easier to hit a moving target than it can be to hit a stationary one. So that's just an interesting thing that I found, especially with the mechs with really skinny legs like Striders and Owens.
objective. Neutralize communications.
Alrighty.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
So that's one attempt
Single fire engaged.
with no salvage luck.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target.
It really does feel totally random. I've had some days where you'll get the Firefly multiple times in a row,
We've got movement all around our location.
and then
Don't waste
others
any
where
time getting here.
it just never shows. Cracked my windscreen. That's actually another detail I love. How cool is that for just a tiny little thing that I'm guessing doesn't take a lot of effort or work to include in the game, but adds that little bit of extra immersion that makes a difference, in my opinion. That's the sort of thing that makes a difference.
Hauling explosives. We missed all units. Sorry. We are proceeding on
It
mission.
really makes it feel like a mech simulator as opposed to a first-person shooter. Yeah, so lining up, edge of the reticule, like so. And we'll do the same again. Keep the target on there. When it turns yellow, we know we're in range, and approximately edge of the reticule. Also, the shape of those turrets kind of makes it easier because they're long, so you get a little bit of leeway with the shot that you're leading. And we're through. Another attempt at mission 2.
Reactor online.
What did we do? We did a
Sensors
122
online.
last
Weapons
time,
online. All
which is
systems
more than
nominal.
respectable.
Targeting.
Let's see how it turns out. Second go through there. See how they're clustered together on the radar? We've gone the wrong way. That's a mess. Look at them. See? And we've got a glitched guy. See that? See the one flashing on the map? And he's going to phase out of existence, and then it's impossible for us to complete the mission. See, now there's only 3 down there. 1, 2, 3, and the other one's gone. So that's a dead run. Although through no doing of our own, I actually have no idea how or why that one happens. But it does. So we might actually just exit out of the game and jump back in. I don't know if it actually matters, but if I see stuff like that, I kind of take it as a cue to put the game to bed and start fresh again. Maybe it changes some things. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just a psychological thing, but that's what we're doing. So here we are.
Objectives. Neutralize communication.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous. All units come in. We've got movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
Now I find the, what do you call it, that turret's, not turret, radar tower, by looking at the edge of this mountain, and there's kind of a graphic glitch that pops up as well that helps me spot it, or at least put the target on it before it's visible. Just helps to lock on earlier for the LRMs, of course. Lost a little bit of speed there during that turn on the debris. And then yeah, in range, use the targeting reticule as a little bit of a lead gauge. So on target once it turns yellow, and I try and line it up on this longer bit.
Primary objective complete.
And that's 01M1. But if you've been following along, you've seen this one many, many times before. Here's where the real challenge is.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, APCs have started in front, which is good. I think it's good. I'm not sure, honestly. They're moving, and they're together. We'll take that shot and hope for the best. Got one. One is good. Two is better, but can't win them all. Hope that shot lands. This one's missing. Why am I missing that shot? I don't know exactly what's happening. Cause that to miss, but anyway. So revise that strategy slightly to take out these guys before I reach. There we go. Hey, Brox, it might be okay. I think it'll be good enough. I've revised a little bit with the first two APCs. By not running all the way down, I don't have to wait for them. Not sure if it's... There you go, like that's a 119, that's more than good enough. More than good enough. I feel like if we don't... Without the perfect luck, which is to destroy both of those... Both of the first two APCs with one shot, that's obviously the perfect scenario. Without that, it's kind of a think on the fly and reduce the damage. Is I think how to approach that. But yeah, 119. That is more than good enough for me. Especially considering that we didn't destroy both. We didn't get both of those first APCs destroyed with the first shot. With that done, I kind of feel like the way to think of it is if you can destroy the first two immediately, that puts you on track for around a 110. If you can destroy one of them, puts you on track for around a 120. And if you get neither of them on the first shot, then aim for a 130. On we go, and of course it's also worth noting that it was still 5 seconds quicker than what I did in the run that we're chasing. It's just that I haven't had the luck of, I've done a 107, or under a 1 minute 10 in that mission a couple of times now, but it's just never made it into a run, because the rest of the run has never worked out. Alright, let's see the MFB on the map so we know that they are okay. At least we can assume that they are. I've also never had the MFBs die in this mission. So I hope that that's not something I come across one day.
Leaving mission area.
Speaking of MFB deaths, that was something that messed up the run yesterday. Is I lost an MFB. I don't actually know the rules or the mechanics for MFB loss because it came back and then I had 3 MFBs again. So I don't know if that's intentional or not. But I then didn't realise I was short on a mech, which kind of blew it. Don't like seeing those bulldogs getting in the way, but we're through, so we're fine. Don't think any of that matters. Yeah, these guys aren't going to die. I really hope. That would be quite embarrassing. There we go, we're through.
Bad news, Lance.
With a Firefly. Hurrah, we are on. That didn't take too long. Firefly, 01M4, and don't forget to grab the double heatsink. Bit slow on the menu, but that's just me.
Primary objective complete. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, let's go. We have a run. Still with 30 minutes to go. So I can't get too excited, but
Mech power up detected.
this is what we need. Where is it?
Mech power up detected.
Bit slow now, or okay? Should be good. And it is. Look at that.
Before we
Yeah, lost 1.6 seconds in the menu. Oh well, that hardly matters. Because we'll get it back. Right, let's do it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged.
Okay.
Linked fire engaged.
mobile field base ready to roll, Lance.
Alright.
Phase 1, you have the lead.
Mech power up detected. Primary objective complete.
Quite the mess. Quion. Attack!
Continue to search by quarters. Caution, Lance Raider. They're close.
Toads.
I have an
Enemy sighted.
intermittent signal.
Prepare to attack.
Missile launch detected. Core meltdown unit. Missile launch detected.
You actually see on the Firefly
Snitch.
the weapon placement. See how the medium laser in different directions?
Group fire engaged.
That's something that impacts the enemy as well as us. That's something that you might have seen.
Mask engaged.
You might have caught that has an impact. And does actually influence the builds that you use.
Let's pay attention to the
That was almost trouble. I didn't actually mean to bump into the,
You are released to engage.
what do you call it, into the side of the mountain there.
Linked fire engaged. Core meltdown imminent.
No matter.
Mask engaged. Targeting.
Go through.
Where have I heard that?
Single fire engaged.
It shouldn't really be a challenge, this mission, but it's still possible for things to go wrong. But safe and sound. That's what we want. No Owens either. Looks like our lance mate has already done the job. Don't even have to bother with the turrets or anything.
Two more
Nice.
contacts, Lance.
On we go. Next big challenge. We're back to the Firefly. We take 02 and 2 and we do it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Lance mate,
systems nominal.
you got a job to do. Please
Exits to
do it this time.
head north.
With the right leg. Okay.
We're working on it.
Stop, Commander.
2 shots is good.
Heading out. This is Bravo Contact.
That's what we want.
You are heavily engaged, Star Colonel.
Oh, no. We missed the jump. We missed both jumps. Okay. That's alright. We'll do them again. it can be a bit weird. The hang time is sometimes unpredictable. Oh. And sometimes it's easy to just shoot it. Alright, so we're going to be down a little bit on time here, I think, but I like to just, well, I'm happy to just get through.
Single fire engaged.
So not mad about it.
Engaged. Linked fire engaged.
Stay behind this guy. Come on. Now, where is the Shadow Cat? There he is. Lance, mate, I don't think you shoot that Shadow Cat. Okay, well maybe I do. There he is.
Mask engaged.
Shadow Cat's still, not Shadow Cat, Lance Mate's still got a job to do, which is job done. Thank you. Alright. Way too part of the line there and caught the wall.
Power up detected. Mask engaged. Targeting.
Left leg.
I said to blow those tanks. I want to report.
There we are. Alright.
Mask engaged.
So I tripped myself up enough times, but more than good enough. And we've got a Bushwhacker too, that's a bonus. That means we don't have to worry about it later. Bushwhacker, let's now get to the go to M3. Alright, on we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems
Now hasn't
nominal.
this mission given us some headaches
Fire engaged.
in the last couple of tries? It shouldn't be that difficult, but
Primary objective
it's the little things.
Taking the lead. Inform Star Zone forces. We are in
Need to get the right angle on the jump.
MSBs, Lance Leader. Alpha Star in place for landing.
And not go in the water. We kind of went in the water,
Primary objective complete.
but we might be okay. Not the fastest, but
Up mission.
look at that.
We've inter-
On we go. 2-4.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
What
All
the hell? That
systems
notice push.
nominal.
Not the one I wanted to.
Engaged. Mech power up detected. Linked fire engaged.
We have a disturbance along the northeast sector. Send a new patrol.
I'm not liking
Mech power up
the graphics at the moment. Just me, or they seem a bit foggy. I accidentally pushed the print screen button. I'm not sure I'd expect that to do anything, but you never know.
Single fire engaged. Mask engaged. Group fire engaged.
Might just be imagining things.
No one touches that.
Come on. No, move. I hate this mission, I really do. I don't know why. It's such...
Critical hit.
Off the floor.
Critical hit.
Honestly, I have no idea why this is giving us a hard time.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
It
Weapons
really shouldn't.
online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged.
I don't know if it's something with the
Mech power
hitbox
up detected.
of the, what do you call that thing, of the factory. Yeah, look at this, see it's black now, it was all white before, so
Mech power up detected.
I doubt that was something that was making a difference, but
Clear the processing facility. All workers
you're
pull
kidding.
back to the factory.
How did we miss that? So I missed the jump somehow, which is just salt on the wound.
Primary objective complete. Core meltdown detected. Mask engaged. Group fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
So I'm curious to see now, we've done a replay. Does this change?
Isn't it great to
Yeah, look at that. Okay, so the replay glitch.
Extreme.
So we just learnt something there, which is that that mission is impacted by the replay glitch, which determines if it takes 1 shot or 2 shots to kill the objective at the end. That's something to keep in mind because
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
that's really, actually, that is very important to know.
Stopped.
Because,
Linked fire
as we saw,
engaged. Detected.
Okay,
what
enemy
mischief are you up to,
detected.
puppies?
Time to dance, group. Missile launch detected.
enemy forces sighted?
As we saw,
From the south.
it can mean death if we have to take 2 shots.
Returning to the area immediately.
So now I have to consider whether using the replay glitch intentionally is actually the way to go.
Primary objective complete. Mask
Definitely going to be
engaged.
trying that on the next run, if this one isn't it. Actually, you know, I'm going to be dirty if this run... I lost a minute, okay? That cost me a minute. I am going to be dirty if this run is still good enough in the end, because it will mean that...
Targeting.
We'll worry about that when we get to it, if we get to that. Still a long way to go.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
Remember last escort Captain Drake is lingering on the other side, waiting for you.
They bypassed this place. We're 60 kilometers out.
Fire engaged. Single fire engaged.
Alright,
Group
let's
fire
finish the job.
engaged.
Still a long way to go. Wait, once we're 17 minutes in, and our target is still 20 minutes away. 36:45, some of best though. So encouraging,
This is
isn't it?
Star Captain Drake broadcasting on open
Tempting,
frequencies.
it's teasing
You
me.
shall not pass.
What the hell are you
Meet
trying
me in
to
single combat if you dare, Freebirth.
Targeting.
Never actually realised we take a lot of damage
Mask engaged.
crashing through those things. A lot more than I would have expected. That's right.
Linked fire engaged.
Not bad, Freebirth.
Mask
Salute
engaged.
yours, not great.
One thing I am going to try one day is, it's the silliest thing, but I have to try it, is can you bump your MFBs along? If I run into them with a fast mech, does it make them go faster? I kind of hope that it doesn't, because
Sorry.
that's going to be really silly if it is, and that's going to result in some really silly looking runs if it does, but that's a later thing. I don't want to deal with that right now.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Now this mission is also really hit and miss,
Single fire engaged.
but I've definitely learnt that ordering the lance mates to attack specific targets doesn't really seem like a go. But I do need to keep an eye on what's happening, and that's good, that's excellent actually.
Picking up intermittent contacts northwest. Will keep you advised.
Targeting.
Raven, bloody hell. Oh, my headphone cable.
Primary objective complete.
Alright, no, that's a good start. That's a really good start.
Coming in from the west.
No, I don't want to send them as far, I want to send them here.
Consider it done.
Targeting. Power up detected.
Right away, sir.
Star Commander Taylor, we are breaking cover.
You reading me?
Targeting.
Can't really fire whilst moving in this thing.
Targeting. Targeting.
Use some help about now.
Targeting.
If you say
So hope this does it. I've sent everyone else to go and get the... That's got her. So that should cover it. Oh, look at that.
Good work, Lance.
137 we ended on. Excellent. That is the sort of thing that we need. That's the type of time we need for this run. 3-3, that is where we are now, isn't it? Yes, it is. And you need a bushwhacker, my man. Let's go. We don't need a sunder.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
consider it.
Alright, this is another pain of a mission.
Raiding enemy contacts lines with no salvage convoy.
What the hell
We
am I
might be
supposed
too
to-
late.
Yeah, let's go here. That was kind of not quite the right place.
Consider it done.
So a little stumble there for some reason. Not sure what happened exactly, but never mind.
Linked fire engaged. Drop ship.
Got both legs, which is
Control meltdown.
not ideal. Come on, here we go.
Mask engaged.
Cheryl, say again. Cheryl, this is
Right, watching my lance mates and listening. Those audio cues help, but it will show up down the bottom when they destroy a mech. Like that, Planet Delta, they've got 2 mechs that they need to deal with.
Bloody toads. Leaving
Delta.
mission area.
That should be the second. Gamma, yep. So over here now. If they get there early enough, they can actually deal with the 2 Owens, which is really helpful if they do.
Fire engaged. Targeting.
The Avatar's woken up, which is really irritating.
Targeting. Linked fire engaged. Meltdown imminent. Targeting. Mask
Oh,
engaged.
nearly ran off the edge there.
Targeting.
And this is why I take a Shadow Cat for this mission instead of the. Come on me. Yep, look at me.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
Straight through the legs. Alright, so
Mask engaged.
we lost an MFB. That was from being too slow at the start. Being slow with that first Avatar cost time. Lance mates are engaging the Owens.
Targeting.
There's one,
Targeting. Targeting.
and there's the second in there as well.
Targeting. Targeting.
One, where's the second?
Primary objective complete.
These guys are annoying.
Targeting.
Hey, come on.
Affirmative.
Got him. Just took a few extra goes.
The Jaguar.
So we lost some time there. Where did we lose the time from? Back to the Firefly. Not 2, 3. We're 3, 4 now. You're all good. Let's do it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems.
Yeah,
nominal.
thanks, Brox.
Mask engaged.
Still in with a shot,
Linked fire
but
engaged.
1 star.
when I see red like that, especially when there's a death involved. Wait, I did die. When there's a death, I'm not impressed with myself.
Missile launch detected.
I mean, it's not actually that serious. It's all in good fun, right? But you know what I mean. I'm sure you felt the same yourself.
Power up detected. Bridges do not fire back.
Want the job to be done right.
Heavy damage. Get me a radio post established. Defend those structures. Engaged. Place next armor star on standby.
There he is. Thank you.
Mech power up detected. Garrison star destroyed.
Yeah, I've done the same in the past with restarts,
Is your
but
location?
it's still, at least what I've decided now is to take the practice. Take the practice and there's things to learn from it.
Single fire engaged.
Like,
Group fire engaged. Targeting.
oh, this is bad positioning. Nah, we made it. Good. There we are. Yeah, I am not planning on... we need some ammo, please, everyone. There we go. What mission are we? We're now 3-5. Let's go. Yeah, I was worried about him for a moment.
Sensors online. Detected. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask
Wasn't really in the perfect position, but that's alright. Now what I do have to do... Actually, that's right. The run could still be over. I need another Thor. I need a Thor to be able to do the lava mission. And we lost one when we lost that MFB. So, let's see what happens. And this is really sketchy running through these guys. The 2 Pumas, and there's an Annihilator and an Avatar as well. If you get the buildings right, it's usually fine, but one of those Pumas has is an LRM Puma. And that can really ruin things. But we should be through safe and sound. Not as quick as it could have been, but that's fine. Now, 3-6 and let's get out of here.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Striker Star,
Basket
protect
engaged.
the fortress. Gamma auxiliaries, hold your line to the spaceport.
Lead fire
Hold
engaged.
Striker Star. Strawbog enemy with you. We'll never pilot a Tech again.
Primary objective.
Right, now it's not Osis that is the challenge, it's the avatar that is supporting him. There's a tiny little window
Single fire
where he is in
engaged.
range,
Group fire
and the avatar
engaged.
doesn't know we're there,
At your best.
but
We defend this spaceport or we die trying.
we're too,
Gas.
we blew it too close, we're dead.
Missile critical detected. Critical.
What was I talking about? It's exactly what I was talking about.
Mask engaged.
Alright,
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Striker
Weapons
Star,
online. All
protect the
systems nominal.
fortress. Gamma auxiliaries.
it is so annoying, that is one of the most annoying
Away from the fortress. Without
details of the whole run.
enemy with you, we'll never pilot a Mech again.
The medium lasers have a 600-meter range,
Single fire engaged. Group
and
fire
that avatar will wake up and kill us at about 560 to 570.
At your best. We defend this spaceport or
That's a
we
miss.
die trying.
But range 587, so we are... Osis is in range. The avatar won't wake up whilst we're at this range. That get him? There we go. No, what? It's actually, him falling down is actually a worst case scenario,
This cannot be happening.
because it changes his position and makes it harder to hit the leg.
Distance away. Defeat
It's him.
and it may be
Lead fire
resolved.
engaged.
One at a time if you have the courage, or all together. It no longer matters.
core meltdown.
Lock up, you miserable machine.
Ah, this debris.
You see that? Took him down with one shot.
That's bad pathing to run into that debris.
I don't.
Alright, so we're through. And into up 4M1. Everyone's got ammunition. We've got, yeah, we get an MFB back, which is weird. I don't really understand how that works, but anyway.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Here we
All
are.
systems
So this
nominal.
mission has caused some headaches with regards to lance mate placement, or lance mates not doing their job. Let's do it this way. We say a bit further out. So we're using our lance mates to
Single fire
destroy
engaged.
one of the objectives. I have had instances where they just haven't done that at all. So I've got a little bit of a contingency plan where if they haven't destroyed it by the time we finish up the village, I think I've found that ordering them to that position or to a slightly different position
Group fire engaged. Lead
can
fire
actually
engaged.
help get them set right.
Primary objective complete.
Dog's gone
I
wild.
show a loss in communication support.
Mask
Alert
engaged.
Star Colonel Trace Katari that comm network may be endangered.
Oh boy.
Control Star is investigating.
Star Colonel Katare, this is Star Captain Cameron. Enemy has been sighted moving
Thanks for
against
keeping an eye
our
on that, Brox.
Alright, trust.
I picked it up, but it's one of those things, isn't it? That can be such a pain if you don't notice it at the time.
Meltdown imminent. Primary objective complete. Mask engaged.
I shall make them pay.
Okay, so I'm watching the objectives down there. East Tower, up dog. Still going to give them a little bit of time. But if they haven't destroyed it by the time we're done here at the village, I'm going to reposition them. I think they get distracted when there are enemies nearby. And if they're not facing in the right direction, they don't get the job done. Alright, so I just ordered them to change position. I'm not convinced. Why haven't we done it yet? Come on, guys.
Consider it.
Oh,
Right away, sir.
You're the boss. If you're not too busy, I could use a hand.
this is becoming a real pain, this thing.
Consider it done.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Mayday.
Oh no. There we go. Are we okay? Ah, we got it. Are we alright? Oh, did
Well, at least now.
success. Bloody hell, that was about as tight as it could get. Holy moly.
Missing.
Unreal. I was sweating on that. Probably for good reason, because that was a mess. Have you guys got ammo? Yes, you do. Let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I
Mask
do not want
engaged.
your excuses. I want those Strava free birth exterminated.
That was about as close as I'm comfortable with it being.
I'd rather join Roger
Unbelievable.
Joseph's in obscurity. Quineg.
I think they got that right at the last moment. It was distracting me from the train,
Can't
Med
motivate his
power
officers.
detected.
which is how I ended up. Yeah, I wasn't on the right. Wasn't on the right target. Anyway, let's focus on this mission.
All units, group above Gamma Auxiliary and be ready to charge forward. Moving to the pad. Check your
Mask
targeting
engaged.
computers. We have a shuttle sitting on a landing pad. That's our ride home.
Down.
No. We're in the water. Feel good. All right, elementals.
Launch detected.
Come on. There's such a pain. There we go.
Took him down with one shot.
Group fire engaged.
Never expect to hit that building. It's weird when it does, but that's all right. We're through. One and now two.
Brilliant shot.
Got him.
Mask engaged.
On we go. Happy with that. That's what we need. And breathe again.
Damn, I kick ass.
Targeting.
Supernova.
Damn, I kick ass.
Miss. Oh, partial hit. There we go. Alright. 2 shots is good. Supernova 2.
Surrender Phoenix Base. Press them harder.
Right leg. He's looking at me. Got him.
Fire engaged.
Now turrets, because lance mates, for whatever reason, don't really target them.
Space requires immediate relief.
Get back in the water. Let's kill these tanks, please. There we are.
Damocles
Made it through. 2:30. That's an excellent time. We're in trouble because we don't have a Thor. We need to salvage a Thor in this mission, which I'm not actually sure is possible. Well, it is possible, but that relies on... Yeah, it's not going to work.
Reactor online.
It's not gonna work.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Mask engaged.
Because we lost the Thor, then we lost the NFB.
Take that out.
Fire engaged.
Yeah, but we have a Thor, or we had a Thor, but when the MFD got destroyed in
You say so.
the dropship mission. No, stop doing this.
Interior.
Behind. I'm getting better at dueling them, even though I'd prefer not to be.
Good to see you all.
There we are. Alright, yep, we're done. Look at this, we're done. Because I don't have the mech. And I don't have anything. I don't have a plan B. So we gotta pull the pin. Runs over. Because I'm not messing around making another mech on the fly for this. That is so frustrating. That is about as frustrating as it can be. So we need to take one more go. I have to have one more go. Because that's just such a pain. And I need to build something in for that for that instance happening. I need to build a vulture that can do that last mission. Because we will have a vulture. Actually, what's the build supposed to look like anyway? Oh, that's frustrating. 16 heat sinks and as many medium pulse lasers as we can cram in. Let's do that. It's only been just this last, this grind, this week and a bit or whatever, where I've been losing an MFB, and it's absurd. Like, it shouldn't be happening. Shouldn't be happening, and it really throws a curveball that I was not prepared for. How many did we say? Thor has 15, so let's go with 15. How much armor do we have? 9.5 tons. Oh, Vulture doesn't even have 9.5 tons, so there's that. We might just stick with this. Might just move some around a bit. It's so frustrating. Extra ton, we'll use that extra ton. What will we use that extra ton for? Now I'm losing the plot. Losing the plot. That's how we'll do it. Fix up the armor a touch. Don't need it on the head. Don't need it on the arms. Pump up the torsos, and we'll call it a day. That should do it. Bloody hell, I'm frustrated at that. Frustrated, but that's how it goes. And we had a and we got a crash as well. So I will set up for one more run, and then that'll be it. But I did learn something. I learned two things through that fail, which is to build in a plan B for Op4 Mission 5, and also to use the inventory glitch for O2M4. Back in just a moment. Never mind, change of plans. Really sorry, but we're going to call it there. Did learn a bit. Happy with that. But it sucks to come so close. But that'll do me. I'll be back for more soon. Keep an eye out for that. Bye for now.